Stop scrolling. This is not just a luxury SUV. This is a moving sound revolution that feels like it's rewriting the rules of driving itself. Imagine sitting inside a vehicle where every heartbeat of the road disappears, and in its place you feel sound so pure, so controlled, and so immersive that it almost reacts to your emotions. That is the world of the Range Rover SV Ultra Electrostatic Sound experience. The Range Rover SV has always represented the peak of luxury SUVs, but this concept takes things into a completely different dimension. It is not just about driving anymore. It is about being inside a perfectly tuned environment where engineering, silence, and sound collide to create something that feels almost unreal. In most vehicles, sound systems are designed to play music. But here the idea is deeper. The electrostatic sound system is imagined as a next-generation acoustic field, where sound is not just coming from speakers placed indoors or dashboards. Instead, it feels like the entire cabin becomes a living, breathing audio chamber. Every surface, every angle, and every material works together to shape sound in a way that feels spatial, clean, and incredibly precise. When you close the door of the SV Ultra, the world outside doesn't just become quieter, it feels like it fades away completely. Not in a dull or empty way, but in a controlled silence that sets the stage for something far more advanced. Then, as soon as the system activates, the cabin transforms into a layered sound environment where music is no longer just heard, it is physically experienced. The electrostatic sound concept is built on the idea of using electrical, charge-based vibration control to create ultra-clear audio waves. Instead of traditional speaker cones pushing air in a mechanical way, electrostatic technology uses charged diaphragms to produce sound with extreme accuracy. The result is sound that feels faster, cleaner, and more responsive, almost like it is being painted into the air rather than played through hardware. Inside this version of the Range Rover SV Ultra, you don't just hear bass, you feel structured depth. You don't just hear vocals, you feel presence. Every frequency is separated with surgical precision, allowing even the smallest detail in a song to become noticeable without overwhelming the listener. Now imagine driving through an empty highway at night. The city lights fade behind you and the road opens into silence. In a traditional car, you might raise the volume to feel something. But in this experience, you don't need to increase intensity. The system already adapts. It understands speed, road texture, cabin pressure, and even passenger behavior. It adjusts the soundstage automatically so that whether you are accelerating or cruising, the audio remains perfectly balanced. This is where the SV Ultra concept becomes more than luxury, it becomes intelligent design. It is not about adding more speakers or louder output. It is about creating a relationship between sound and environment. The cabin becomes a controlled acoustic universe where everything is tuned to perfection. Even the seating position plays a role. In the SV Ultra, each seat is treated as a personalized sound zone. Passengers are not just sitting, they are placed inside individual audio fields. This means two people can experience the same song differently depending on their position, yet both hear it with equal clarity and emotional depth. It is like having a private concert tailored for every seat in the vehicle. The craftsmanship of the interior supports this entire experience. Soft materials reduce unwanted resonance, while structural reinforcements ensure that vibration is controlled rather than absorbed randomly. The goal is simple: eliminate distortion completely. Nothing should interfere with the purity of sound. What makes this concept even more powerful is how it blends silence and sound. Silence is not treated as absence here, it is treated as a luxury feature. The moment before the music begins feels just as important as the music itself. It creates anticipation, almost like the vehicle is preparing you for an emotional shift. And when sound does arrive, it doesn't feel like it is coming from a system. It feels like it is emerging from the space around you. That is the essence of electrostatic sound, thinking audio without visible origin, presence without distraction. Driving in this environment changes perception. Long journeys no longer feel tiring. Traffic no longer feels stressful. Even simple movement becomes engaging because the sound adapts to your pace and mood. It is not just entertainment, it is sensory alignment between human and machine. The Range Rover SV Ultra concept pushes luxury beyond materials like leather, wood, or metal. It moves into something less visible but more powerful: emotional engineering. It asks a simple question: what if a car could not just transport you but also tune your state of mind? That is what makes this idea so compelling. It is not about exaggeration or futuristic fantasy. It is about redefining what comfort means in a modern luxury vehicle. Comfort is no longer just physical seating or temperature control. It is also sound clarity, emotional calmness, and sensory balance. As technology evolves, vehicles like this suggest a future where driving becomes a fully immersive experience rather than a mechanical task. Sound systems will not just play music, they will shape environments. Silence will not just be quiet, it will be designed. And luxury will not just be seen, it will be felt in every frequency of the air around you. The SV Ultra Electrostatic Sound concept is a glimpse into that future. A future where the road becomes a private theater, the cabin becomes an acoustic masterpiece, and every journey feels like a curated experience designed specifically for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of automotive luxury and sound innovation, take a moment to engage with this content. Like the video, subscribe for more advanced automotive concepts. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share it with someone who loves next-level car technology.